Okay, good morning children. Yesterday class we discussed about the characteristic features of pteridophytes. Okay, pteridophytes completed. Pteridophytes characters, pteridophytes classification, examples, everything completed. Okay, so what is the fourth chapter, Nani? Plant kingdom. Plants are classified into especially algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. These are the five classes are there. Algae we completed, bryophytes completed, pteridophytes completed. Now gymnosperms. Next tomorrow class we have to start angiosperms. So this is about the plant classification. Okay. Algae completed, bryophytes, pteridophytes, now gymnosperms. But what are the gymnosperms? What are the characters of the gymnosperms? But what are the groups are there in gymnosperms? Especially, but what is meant by gymnosperms? Gymno means gymnos. Gymnos means naked. Gymnos means naked. Gymnos means naked. Sperma means seeds. Gymnos means naked. Sperma means seeds. Okay. Gymnos means naked. Sperma means seeds. So these gymnosperms contain naked seeds. Naked seeds. What is meant by gymnosperms? Naked seeds. Naked means open. After the fertilization, the seeds are not covered with any fruit coat. Seeds are open. Okay. So after the fertilization, what are the seeds are formed? The seeds are open. The seeds are not covered with any layer. Already you know that after the fertilization, ovary is converted into fruit, ovules are converted into seeds. Seeds are present inside the fruit. But here, these seeds are naked seeds. These seeds are exposed outside. Generally, if you take the mango fruit, if you take the lemon fruit, okay, if you take the apple seeds, apple fruit, where the seeds are present, seeds are generally present inside the fruit. But here in these gymnosperms, seeds are exposed outside. Instead of presence of seeds inside, the seeds should be present outside, which are naked, which are not covered with any layer, any fruit coat. Okay. At the time of the formation of the ovule also, ovules are not covered with any ovary wall. So after the fertilization, seeds are produced. Seeds are also not covered with any seed coat or any fruit coat. Seeds are exposed outside. Seeds are naked. So that's why these are called naked seeds. Generally, seeds are present inside the fruit. But here in these gymnosperms, seeds are directly exposed outside, which are called naked seeds. Seeds are not covered with any fruit coat. Seeds are open. Okay, that thing must you should remain. And one more thing you can remain. These gymnosperms are embryophytic. Embryophytic. These can produce embryos. Embryos are produced into seeds. These are embryophytic. Okay, and tracheophytic. 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 Embryophytic. Tracheophytic. And archegoniate. Archegoniate. Okay, and phanerogams. Phanerogams. Okay, so what are the characters? Once you can see, embryophytic means they contain embryo. Embryo is converted into seed. Next, they are tracheophytic. Trachea means they are contain vascular bundle. They contain xylem and phloem. Xylem conduct water, phloem conduct the food material. So these are called tracheophytic. What is archegoniate? They contain archegonia as a female reproductive organ. Female sex organ is archegonia. But what is meant by phanerogams? Phanerogams means non-flowering plants. Okay, sorry, flowering plants. Cryptogams means non-flowering plants. Phanerogams means flowering plants. Here, flowering plants only. Up to pteridophytes, non-flowering plants. Algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, these three non-flowering plants. Non-flowering plants we call a special word, that is cryptogams. But gymnosperms are flowering plants. These flowering plants are called what? Phanerogams. Phanerogams means flowering plants. పుష్పించే మొక్కలు ఇవన్నీ కూడా. Phanerogams means flowering plants. Archegoniate means they contain archegonia. That is the female reproductive organ. The name of the female reproductive organ is archegonia. Archegonia, this is the female reproductive organ, female sex organ. Trachea means, tracheophytic means they contain vascular bundle. They contain xylem, phloem. Embryophytic means they contain embryo. Okay, they contain embryo. So these are some of the specific characters we can see in these gymnosperms. Okay, embryophytic, tracheophytic, archegoniate, phanerogams. And all the gymnosperms are, they included, all the gymnosperms are, some are tall plants are there, some are shrubs also there. Tall plants, medium plants. Shrubs means bushes. Bushes also there. Shrubs means bushes. That also there. Okay. Some are tall plants, some are medium plants, some are bushes there. Bushes also there. But here you can see in the gymnosperms, one of the tall plant, which is a giant redwood plant. The giant redwood plant, which is the tallest plant in the gymnosperms. The name of the plant, that is one type of redwood. The plant name Sequoia. Sequoia. That is one type of redwood plant, scientific name. Sequoia. Sequoia is one of the redwood plant, which is the tallest plant in the gymnosperms. Sequoia. This is one type of redwood plant, red sandalwood plant. Name of the plant, the scientific name of the plant, Sequoia, which is the tallest plant of the gymnosperms. This is the tallest plant of the gymnosperms. Okay, this is the tallest plant of the gymnosperms. And here you can see, this is one type of plant which belongs to this gymnosperms only. Here case oriented ginkgo plant. Ginkgo. Okay, ginkgo. This is considered to be living fossil. This is considered to be living fossil. This is considered to be living fossil. Living fossil. Ginkgo, which is considered to be the living fossil. Case oriented here. Ginkgo, which is considered to be living fossil. Sajiva Shilajam antar. Living fossil. Ginkgo. Okay. And this is the tallest plant, Sequoia. Ginkgo is the living fossil. Okay. Now you can see root system. Root system generally tap root system. Root system is generally tap root system. Okay. Root system is generally tap root system. Root system is generally tap root system. Root system is generally tap root system. And you can see, especially in Pinus belongs to this group only. Pinus, especially you can see in Pinus plant, these plant roots maintain symbiotic relationship with fungi. That is called mycorrhiza. especially the pinus plant roots maintain symbiotic relationship with fungi, that is called mycorrhiza. They can fix nitrogen to the soil. ముఖ్యంగా పైనస్ ప్లాంట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో పైనస్ ప్లాంట్ యొక్క రూట్స్ ఈ శిలీంధ్రంతో దే కెన్ మెయింటైన్ సింబయాటిక్ రిలేషన్షిప్, దే కెన్ ఫిక్స్ నైట్రోజన్ టు ది సాయిల్. పైనస్ ప్లాంట్స్ మెయింటైన్ symbiotic relationship with fungi. Pinus plant roots maintain symbiotic relationship with fungi. That association is called mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza means that is a combination of combined growth of roots and fungi. Roots and fungi both are association. Both are benefited. So that association is called mycorrhiza, which is very useful to fix nitrogen to the soil. This mycorrhiza is very useful to fix nitrogen to the soil. This mycorrhiza is very useful to fix nitrogen to the soil. And another, cycas. If you take the cycas belongs to this group only. Cycas, Pinus, Ginkgo, these are all this group plants only. Cycas is one plant name. Pinus also one plant. Ginkgo is also plant. Belongs to this group only. Gymnosperms only. Especially in cycas plants, the roots are very small. They develop a special structure that are called corolloid roots. Cycas plant roots are very small. They develop a special structures that are called corolloid roots. Corolloid roots, which is very useful to fix nitrogen fixation. Especially in cycas, the roots are very small. They develop a special structures that are called corolloidal roots. Cycas roots are called what? Corolloidal roots, which are very small. But what is the importance of the roots? Which can fix nitrogen to the soil. Okay, corolloid roots which can fix nitrogen to the soil. This is about the root characters. Next, what about the leaves? Leaves are simple and compound. Simple leaves also there, compound leaves also there. Simple and compound leaves are simple, compound. Especially in pinus, if you take the pinus plant, the leaves are needle-like structures. If you take pinus plant, the leaves are needle-like structure, and they having sunken stomata. They having sunken stomata. But what is sunken stomata? What is mean sunken stomata? The stomatas are submerged to control water loss. Actually, what is the function of the stomata? To the stomata, the extra water is enter into the atmosphere. Transpiration is carried out through the stomatas. Water is lost through the stomata only. Extra water which is there in the plants, that is lost through stomata. But here, what is the sunken stomata? Stomatas are completely submerged. Stomatas globally munigi untayi. So they can control the water loss. They having the leaves. Leaves are nodule-like structures. The leaves are having sunken stomata. Because of the sunken stomata, they can reduce the water loss. They can minimize the water loss. That is the another feature. Next, if you take the roots completed, leaf completed, now coming the stem. Okay, stem is U-stele. Stem is U-stele. U-stele means stem contain muscular bundle. Xylem is there, phloem is there. That is called U-stele. Okay, U-stele. Xylem, phloem both are there. U-stele. Okay, stem is, if you see the stem is used in, and you can see secondary growth. Secondary growth we can see in roots and stem. Roots and stem they can show secondary growth. And what is secondary growth? We will discuss in sixth unit. Secondary growth. Secondary growth you can see in roots and stem. Secondary growth. Secondary growth. And what is secondary growth? We will discuss in sixth unit detail in topic there. Secondary growth you can see in roots and stem. There should be a secondary growth. Okay. So these are all the physical properties generally. Now if you take the another reproductive properties, especially you can see. Okay. Once again you can see now. Gymnos means naked. Sperma means seeds. That's why these are called naked seeds. Gymnosperma means naked seeds. Seeds are open type. Seeds are exposed outside. We can see directly seeds. Okay. Next, embryophytic, tracheophytic, archegoniate, phanerogams. Next, roots are taproot system. Next, pinus plant maintain mycorrhiza. Cycas are in colloidal roots. Leaves are simple and compound. Especially pinus needle-like leaves are there. Sunken stomata are there. Next, ginkgo is the living fossil. Redwood, one of the tallest tree in this group, in this gymnosperms, redwood, that is named sequoia. Okay, so these are the main points you can remember. Next, if you see the reproduction process, but what about the reproduction method? These are the physical features now. Reproduction process. But what about the reproduction process is going on? Here, sporangia. Here you can see sporangia. Sporangia contain two types of the spores. Sporangia contain two types of the spores. The sporangia which bear on leaf-like structure, that is sporophyll. 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 The sporangia which includes two types of the spores. The sporangia which is formed on a leaf-like structure. The leaf-like structure is called sporophyll. The sporophyll is formed into strobili or cone. Strobili or cone. Cone. Okay. Sporangia which contain two types of the spores. The sporangia is formed on a leaf-like structure, that is called sporophyll. The sporophyll is formed into strobili or cone. Okay. But here two types of the cones, strobilis are there. Strobili means cone. One is male cone, another is female cone. And what is male cone? What is female cone? Male cone, female cone. Male cone means the cone which contain microsporophylls. The cone which contain microsporophylls. Microsporophylls. The cone which contain microsporophyll, that is called male cone. Okay. Pollen grains are produced in this male cone only. The cone which contain megasporophyll, that is called female cone. The female cone contain megasporophyll. Megasporophyll. The cones which contain megasporophyll, that are called female cones. So male cones and female cones. Okay, male cones and female cones. Okay. Male cone and female cone. So here you can see in this megasporophyll. Okay. Megasporophyll contain megasporangia. Megasporangia contain megaspore. Megasporophyll Megasporophyll means what? Megasporophyll having megasporangium. Okay. Megasporangium. Okay. So here one of the megaspore mother cell undergo meiotic division. One of the megaspore mother cell undergo meiotic division. Megaspore mother cell undergo meiotic division and produce 4 megaspores. In that one megaspore that is developed into female gametophyte. Wait. See, male cone, female cone over. So megasporangium contain megaspores. In that one of the megaspore mother cell. Okay, megasporangium contain megaspores. In that one of the megaspore mother cells undergo meiotic division, produce 4 megaspores. In that 4 megaspore, one megaspore converted into female gametophyte. The female gametophyte having female sex organ. But what is the female sex organ? Archegonia is the female sex organ. Okay. So by the fusion of male and female gametes, fertilization is going on. Fertilization process is carried out. Here, before fertilization, pollination is carried out. But how the pollination is carried out? Pollination is direct pollination or through the air, anemophilous. The pollination which is carried out through the air, that is called anemophilous. Pollination, direct pollination is there, otherwise the pollination is carried out through wind. So that is called anemophilous. Pollination, direct pollination, otherwise the pollination is carried out through the wind. That is called anemophilous. So whenever the pollen grains fall on the female reproductive organ, archegonium, the pollen tube will develop. Here the pollen tube will develop. The pollen tube carry male gametes. Finally, the pollen tube reach the ovule. Fertilization is carried out. So that type of the fertilization is called siphonogamous. See, you can imagine. After the pollination, pollen tube is germinated. The pollen tube carry 2 male gametes. One of the pollen tube carry the gametes, male gametes. The male gametes through the pollen tube, the male gametes fuse with the female gametes. Fertilization is carried out. So that type of the fertilization is called, one name is there. Fertilization means fusion of male gametes with female gametes through the pollen tube. So pollen tube only carry the male gametes. Through the pollen tube, the male gametes that is reached with the female gametes. There is a fertilization process is going on. So that type of the fertilization is called siphonogamous. Oogamy. The continuation name, oogamy. Siphonogamous oogamy. Okay. Siphonogamous oogamy means pollen tube. Through the pollen tube only, the male gametes are reached with female gametes. So that type of the fertilization is called siphonogamous oogamy. That type of the fertilization is called siphonogamous oogamy. After the fertilization, zygote developed, zygote is converted into embryo, ovules are converted into seeds, but these seeds are open, seeds are naked, seeds are not present inside the fruit, the seeds are exposed to outside. After the fertilization, zygote will form, zygote is converted into embryo, ovules are converted into seeds, but the seeds are naked, which is exposed to outside. Okay, continue. Doubt? Is there any doubt here? Okay. So male cone is called the cone which contain microsporophyll, that are called male cone. The female cone which contain megasporophylls. Okay, in that megasporophyll means the megasporangia only. Inside the megasporangia, megaspores only there. In that one of the megaspore mother cell that can undergo meiotic division, which can produce spore megaspores. In that one megaspore develops into female gametophyte. The female gametophyte includes female sex organ archegonia. So after that pollination is direct pollination or endomophilous through the wind. After the pollination, the parentive will germinate, the parentive carry the male gametes, the parentive reach the female reproductive organ, the parentive moves towards the ovules. So then the male gametes are fused with female gametes, ovules. Okay. So that type of the fertilization is called siphonogamous urogamy. After the fertilization, zygote is developed, zygote is converted into embryo, ovules are converted into seeds, but seeds are present inside the outside the fruit only. Seeds are open, seeds are naked, seeds are not covered with any layer. So that is the character of the gymnosperms. So these are the characters of the gymnosperms. So gymnosperms again divided into three classes. Gymnosperms three classes, just classes names only should remain. One is Psychodopsida. Second one Coniferopsida. Psychodopsida, Coniferopsida. Neotopsida, G silent. Neotopsida. Here G silent. Psychodopsida, Coniferopsida, Gnepopsida. G silent. Neotopsida. Psychodopsida, Coniferopsida, Neotopsida. Psychodopsida examples: Cycas. Coniferopsida example: Pinus. Neotopsida example: Neetum. Neetum or Ginkgo, these are the examples. Neetum, Ginkgo also. Okay, Neetum. So this is the Ginkgo plant. This is the living fossil Ginkgo plant. This is a plant having two stems. One is a dwarf shoot, means dwarf means small, shoot means stem. One is a small stem, another one is long stem. These are the fruit seeds. Seeds are open, you can see. No, not fruits, seeds only. Just generally we can think these are the fruits, but here in this gymnosperm, seeds only. Seeds will appear directly exposed outside, not inside. Seeds are present outside only. Naked seeds. Okay, dwarf shoot, long shoot, leaves appear like a fan-like structures. Leaves specialty. Okay, Psychodopsida, Coniferopsida, Neotopsida. Psychodopsida example Cycas, Coniferopsida example Pinus, Neotopsida example Neetum, Ginkgo. So this is about the gymnosperms. In tomorrow class we have to discuss about the angiosperms. Okay, thank you children.